Ladies and gentlemen, Assiniboia Downs very pleased to present one of the co-featured events on this evening's card. The oldest continually run stake race uninterrupted here in Manitoba racing history. This race began in 1930 at Whittier Park and continues tonight here at AST for the 83rd renewal. It's the Winnipeg Futurity. For 2-year-olds, $50,000 guaranteed purse. They'll go 6 furlongs. Here's a look at the field. Number 1 is John Q, wearing the colors of owner Ted Connick, David Nelson, and Barry McQueen. Trained by Carl Anderson with Robert Reeves Jr. Number 2, Tiggertown, wearing the colors of owner Jill Lindell, trained by Greg Tracy with Pedro Alvarado Indira. 3 is 2, Barrel Tootie, wearing the silks of owner Janet Saylor, trained by Ardell Saylor with Chavian Chow. 4, Come On Baby Like My Fire, wearing the silks of the Off to Win stable in Ardell Saylor, trained by Ardell Saylor with Paul Nolan. 5 is Poet, over the Right Attitude stable, Hillside Farm, Anderson and Warner, trained by Blair Miller with Chris Husband. 6, Portales, wearing the silks of owner Terry Props, trained by Charlie Smith with Rohan Singh. 7 is Bar on the Beach, owned by Barry Arneson, trained by Emil Corbell with Jennifer Reed. 8, Cherokee Indy Pulpit, wearing the silks of the TG stable, trained by Aaron Saylor with Tyrone Nelson. 9 is DeHoot, wearing the colors of owner Nicole Saylor, trained by Ardell Saylor with Trevor Simpson. Rounding out the field, number 10, Sharp A, wearing the silks of owner Ressa Harris, trained by Clayton Gray. Praven Badri will handle the reins. The field of 10 for the 83rd renewal of the Winnipeg Futurity. They go to post in just 7 minutes. Poet from the center steps up. Sharp A on the outside, and we're set. She moves in. And they're off in the 2012 83rd renewal of the $50,000 Winnipeg Futurity. Flying out of the gate up the rail. There goes Tiggertown, pointed to the lead, and he's going to get there and rather easily at that. To the center of the track, 2-barrel Tootie broke well. To the far outside, Sharp A in good position early. Center of the track, Portales, 4th and only 4 from the lead. Head to the outside, Bar on the Beach. They've got a length and a half now to DeHoot. Through along the rail, it's Come On Baby Like My Fire, neck to the center of the track, and Poet to the outside. Cherokee Indy Pulpit, the trailer John Q, and he's on the move from the back of the pack. They smoke the opening quarter in 22-3. Into the far turn they go. Alvarado has Tiggertown clear the field by 3. Sharp A's in pursuit from second. Portales, the filly, tries to wind it up in third, and she's got a nice stride going. 2.5 back to Come On Baby Like My Fire. From the back of the pack, John Q's made up an enormous amount of ground. They hit the top of the lane. Leading the field home, it's Tiggertown, his race to lose. Well met from the center of the track, the filly Portales continues to gain ground, and she's a threat on the outside. They're in mid-stretch. Tiggertown digs deep. To the outside, Portales in an all-out drive. Deep stretch, Tiggertown, Portales, the filly with one final try. Portales, a nose! I'm giving the call to Portales. It's a photo. It's a close one in a classic Futurity finish. But the announcer call goes to Portales. Hold all tickets for that tight photo. And ladies and gentlemen, now moving into the winner's enclosure. The winner of the 2012 83rd running of the $50,000 Winnipeg Futurity, the winner number 6, Portales. Portales, a 2-year-old brown filly by Sharp Humor. The mare Just a Sprinkle by Gilded Time. Owned by Terry Props, trained by Charlie Smith. Ridden to victory by Rohan Singh. 6 furlongs, 113-4. Assiniboia Downs, very important special guest, Mr. Oscar Mazzaros, on hand in the winner's enclosure to make the presentations to the winning connections. Portales, the filly, wins the Winnipeg Futurity. Here are the prices for the 4th. 6 Portales, $480 to win, $420 to place, $380 to show. 2 Tiggertown second, $450, $390. 1 John Q third, 570 to show. The Quinella 1520. 3 out of 3 in the pick 3, $188.20. The Triactor, $220.70. The Exactor, $42.80. Dollar Superfecta, $275.35. In the upcoming 5th here at ASD, the Best Friends Forever purse. No major changes to pass on. Race 5 from ASD is up next. And ladies and gentlemen, directing your attention right back down to the winner's enclosure, Paticos Kurt Comtois has the winning connections of tonight's Winnipeg Futurity. Kurt?
Thank you very much, Darren. Here we are with the winning team. We'll start off with jockey Rohan Singh. Rohan, finally you and Charlie get to hook up here, and you come straight to the winner's circle.
Yeah, just a matter of time to hook up at the right time, and tonight was it. And yeah, we had a great trip on the backside, getting hung out a little wide. Then I got lucky and got to tuck in, and then ease her out off that rail. And like Charlie said, try to hit her left-handed if you can, and she'll come running. And that's what I did, and she just kept digging in.
She definitely did. She showed heart all year long, but just hadn't been able to get by the winners. But you had pretty good aim at the head of the lane. Did you think you were going to get there? Because you were just creeping up and you weren't really flying up.
Yeah, well, I was watching the 2-horse, and he was kind of waspy going down the backside and around the turn. Then the head lane, I don't know if I could catch him, but then he kind of faltered a little bit. And I was like, well, you know, my horse kept running. And maybe when I hit her left-handed, she'll give me another gear, and sure enough, she did.
And she dug in really nice. You think she can go a route of ground?
Definitely. I don't see why not.
Way to go. Excellent ride today, Rohan.
Thank you. Thanks, Terry, and thanks, Charlie. Thank you.
Well, Charlie, win this race 3 of the last 4 years. We knew she had all kinds of talent. Finally, she was able to get up and get the job done today.
Yeah, she is very, very talented. I mean, everybody that's ever gotten on her, and we've had a multitude of guys get on her. They all like her a lot. She's pretty level-headed, and I thought she was pretty sharp tonight. You know, we came into it pretty well, I thought.
Well, in the other races, she was doing the same thing. She was in a good tactical position, but she pretty well just ran out of ground and just didn't give that little extra punch or never got the trip.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if 5.5 really suits her. I think it's a little bit farther, and I think she will stretch out like Rohan says. I think Terry and I debated because the Osiris and the Debutante were on the same weekend. You know, we actually toyed with the idea of going in the Osiris to pick up the extra ground. But then we had that streak going, and it was kind of hard to pass on that. So, and I don't know if it would have changed the outcome any at all. But you know, we think this is much more within her grasp. And I think 6.5 and 7, she's going to be really deadly.
Oh, no doubt about it. With her running style, and it's not one of those horses that just goes to the front and gives it all she's got. She's the one that can go to the front, I think, if there's no cutthroat speed in there. But I love those tactical running type horses that Portalis is.
No, she's very, very much under control. She's got a lot of natural gas, so if you catch the right field, you may be the front. But, you know, what can I say? I haven't got Terry with me. She went home. She got a little sick on us up here about 3 weeks ago and spent a few days in the hospital. But she's doing well, and I know she's watching on the computer, and it's all her again, you know.
Well, Terry, another nice purchase by you. Charlie, what did you pay for this one? Obviously, it was a gleam in Terry's eye once again, as you always say, but was it a big purchase?
$3,000, you know. And when we got home last year, we only bought two yearlings last year. Just didn't see what she wanted. We got a Louisiana-bred colt, looks pretty nice, and then we got this one. And I said, you didn't give us much room for error, and she pointed out, says, only one horse wins the race, Charlie. You just need one.
And it came up smelling like roses, $30,000. But Terry has a really good eye. Terry, hello. I wish you were right beside us, obviously with Maddie also. But Charlie, any other success that you've had that you attribute to just the gleam in her eye or anything with these two-year-olds?
You know, I mean, she's done it so many times now. It's just over and over and over. I mean, I just quietly sit until she says, let's go look at some confirmation, and then I get in the game. But, you know, between her knowledge of bloodlines and her eye for a horse, she just continues to do it. You know, you could think one time with her luck, or two, maybe even 2 times, but I hate to push how many she's bought in that price range that are just stone cold runners.
But it's absolutely amazing because you see the other people spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and they end up with maiden $5,000 horses, and you're in the $3,000 to $5,000 range and you're winning stake races.
Yeah, and she just continues to do it. With this colt I was talking about, got beat the other day, ran second and got beat a length in its first start. she gives $10,000 at a 2-year-old train sale for it, and the other horse is $225,000. So, you know, I mean, we're able to compete, and we're very grateful for that. And we're grateful, I need to take a saying, we're grateful for all the fans in Winnipeg. You guys are just super. And the racing office has always just bends over backwards to help us. So we always love coming into Winnipeg.
And Charlie, we love seeing your horses here, and congratulations on a very nice victory.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. The winner of the Futurity Portalis, Rohan Singh, Charlie Smith, and Terry Props. Back up to you, Darren.
Thanks, Kurt. Post time for race 5 here at ASD, and just ladies and gentlemen, quick question. Do you play the VLTs from time to time? Do you have friends who enjoy them? Then listen up, because this is a first. Assiniboia down.